We have our guest speaker today is Robert Asencio. He served the community in so many different ways. In addition to being a former Army sergeant with the 3rd Battalion, 11th Special Forces Headquarters Division, he was a captain in the Miami-Dade County Schools Police Department. He's been the representative of Florida's District 118 in the House of Representatives, and he's currently concentrating on veterans issues as a podcaster and producing a film documentary called Out of the Fire, Into the Light, which will soon be released. Please welcome Robert.
Good morning. It's a little windy and cold this morning. Guess somebody forgot to turn up the heat. Commander, team, distinguished guest, members of American Legion, Richard L. Cromartie, Post 374, veterans, family, and friends. It is an honor to stand here with you today on this Veterans Day that belongs to all who have honorably served and worn the uniform of the American U.S. Armed Forces. Today, we come together not only to remember the history of service and sacrifice, but celebrate the courage, resilience of those who have answered the call of our nation. From the beaches of Normandy to the mountains of Afghanistan, from the jungles of Vietnam to the deserts of Iraq, American service members have stood firm in defense of liberty, often at great personal cost. Veterans Day reminds us of the fact that freedom, as the pastor said or the father said, is never free. And that every generation must produce its own guardians of democracy. Beyond the uniforms and medals lies a deep story. The story of human endurance, brotherhood, and invisible wounds that so many carry long after the battle ends. It is estimated that between 11 and 23% of veterans who served in Iraq and Afghanistan experience PTS, post-traumatic stress disorder. And that with Vietnam veterans, nearly 1/3 of those who served suffer from PTS or related ailments. And far too many struggle in silence. And every day, approximately 20 veterans lose their life to suicide. These numbers, not statistics, but rather they are human lives. There are brothers, there are sisters in arms, there are neighbors and family members. They remind us that our duty to veterans does not end when the gunfire goes silent, but rather it continues in the way we listen and walk beside them as they heal. This belief, the power of healing through understanding and connection, is what inspired me to join forces with an excellent film producer, filmmaker, Ernesto Morales, people like your former mayor, Mike Davey, community organizations like the Key Biscayne Community Foundation, to produce a film that's titled Out of the Fire, Into the Light, a documentary that follows the healing journey of members of the U.S. Army's legendary 37th Armored Division. That's the tank division that was founded, created, and commanded by Clayton Abrams, the namesake of the brand of the tank, Abrams tank. The Armored Regiment, whose members from the Thunder Platoon served in Iraq during the Second Battle for Cromartie, one of the most intense urban combat battles of the war, probably of this century. Our story follows their life from combat to their return home, where the real battle started, where, like so many others who served in the service, in combat, you struggle to find meaning, purpose, and overcome such darkness. Through their voices, this film explores not just trauma, but transformation. It shows that healing is possible, but not in isolation, but through community understanding and courage to tell others your story. Because storytelling has power. When a veteran tells their story, they reclaim it. They give shape to what was once unspeakable. And when we, as community, listen, truly listen, we become part of that healing as we help them carry that burden. So today, as we honor all those who served, have served, and continue to serve, let us remember that remembrance is not passive. It is rather active. Let us commit ourselves to building a nation that not only thanks its veterans, but walks with them, listens to them, and learns from them. To all who have served, and all who continue to serve, through your advocacy, compassion, and your storytelling, thank you. You are the living embodiment of courage, resilience, and hope. May we always honor your sacrifice, not just in words, but in action. Thank you. May God bless our veterans, their families, and our great United States of America. Thank you all.
Thank you, Robert. We appreciate Robert shining a light on those veterans that feel like they've been left behind and forgotten.